What's going on, recliners? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Today, I'll be checking out another episode of The Sopranos, Season 3, Episode 4. Thankfully, one of you guys was kind enough to leave me a comment and give me a little backstory on this season. So, apparently, Liv was supposed to be the main villain for the season, and she was going to end up testifying against Tony with the whole airline ticket thing. But unfortunately, due to her untimely death in real life, they had to kill her off in the show. Now, I am still happy that she's gone as a character. As an actress, she did a hell of a job. But a part of me kind of wanted to see her just escalate her bitchiness that much more. It's sick. It's like that weird pain. You get like a bruise or something and you keep poking at it. It hurts, but in a weird way. I don't know. It's the best way I can describe it. But also, sadly, because of that, the writers were kind of thrown for a loop. Alright. So, I'm trying to do this intro for like 20 minutes now. She is tweaking, and she had to be up here with me. So, alright. Back to what I was saying. So, yeah, the writers were kind of thrown for a loop and didn't know where to go with this. And, yeah, I guess this season isn't the best and not what it was supposed to be. Either way, though, I am still enjoying it so far. Big takeaways from the last episode. We now have the trigger for Tony and his panic attacks, so maybe they can do something with that and help treat him better. We'll see. Anthony Jr. had a freaking panic attack, and yeah, looks like he's following in his father's footsteps with one part of his life so far. And, of course, Janice had to get her 2 minutes in, and she stole the freaking Russian housekeeper, nurse's aide lady. I forget her name. She stole her freaking leg because of the whole record thing. Unreal. But I'm excited to get into this one. It's been a little bit since I've been able to sit down and watch this with the holidays. Shit's been crazy. But yeah, now I get to check out another episode. So before we do, as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Also, a quick little hope everyone had a happy and safe holiday season. But with all that being said, let's check out The Sopranos, Season 3, Episode 4.
Hello.
Tony, it's me.
She still can't catch a freaking hint.
Do you really think I want to call you?
Absolutely.
And my poor cousin still is not having her prosthetic leg.
What the f do you want me to do? Don't ever call here again.
Props to Tony for not pursuing that anymore. He's really trying, but this chick...
I took you back.
You think the synergy escapes me? You start treating him, we start seeing each other again.
He had a real breakthrough last week.
Yeah, breakthrough what? Somebody's jaw? Hollywood tries to give these sociopaths a tragic grandeur of Al Pacino. You yourself said the guy's alexithymic. You said nothing's going to get through. It really concerns me you don't see this, Jen. I mean, Pink slipped this guy.
If she didn't give up on him before, she's certainly not going to do it now when they're actually getting somewhere.
Did you bring your log?
My log?
I asked you to write down any feelings of anxiety or memories of past anxiety attacks.
How do people find the time?
The conflicts that caused them and your depression are buried deep inside you. We ought to think about bringing your wife into this.
In here.
That would be interesting.
That's not in the future. But shit happens in my daily life that needs attention now.
Richard was right. I've been charmed by a sociopath. I know Richard's right. I should get Tony Soprano.
Oh, she never said his name before.
I can't believe I revealed his name.
If he was just some button man, you wouldn't be treating him.
Elliot, please, huh, with the terminology?
Jennifer, it's time to send him on to a behaviorist.
See, deep down, she's still just fascinated by him. She can't let him go. She's legit looking for treasure.
I was downstairs cleaning up.
Why'd you change the locks?
She can have her leg back when she returns Ma's record collection.
Don't put me on this, Janice. Give back the leg.
Those old albums, they're a window into Ma's soul.
They're $1 in your pocket.
Are you kidding? You're gonna sell them on the internet. Cleaning up the cellar. Good luck finding the lost Dutchman's gold mine, Janice.
You make my money work on a real job.
You know who's turning to a little mink, though? That metal soprano. I heard you did a stick-up with Christopher Moltisanti.
I wanted to fly down to South Beach, see friends.
I know it's tough on you. I'm the guy that's dating your mom.
I'm only here so I don't have to hear her bitching and crying.
Think the feeling's mutual.
Mind if I make a stop first?
Bashir said he told your man that this month payment could be late.
You're collecting on my fucking roots. You gotta pay me a use fee.
Is that, what's his name? Jensen? From Iron Man?
Why do you provoke me, huh?
This young buck.
I think it is.
Wop! You began it, huh?
You call me.
Go!
You ready? Get you? Introduce him to his desk. Let's go, kid.
Yeah?
Ginny. It's Tony Soprano.
Come in, I'll get John.
Hair.
John, get down here! You got company!
Carmela's bringing something nice to the housewarming for Ginny.
It's mediocre, if you ask me. We got a living room right over there.
That's pretty nice.
We were sitting with Carmine all night long. You never once mentioned you bought a place in Jersey. You should have told me.
Oh, Tony, I'm telling you now. This is strictly a place for me to live. Maybe you can help me unstick this rain bird. I'm a stranger in a strange world.
Oh, he's not liking this.
Tony, I'll go get a cappuccino.
So you treat his brother-in-law to a ride in an ambulance?
He said a very bad word.
Let me ask you something.
23 years old? He's still living at home?
So he can keep an eye on a pencil prick that's banging his mother. I got some news you're not gonna like. I'm putting a friend in over there as captain.
This bullshit with the Arab. So I went over the top, but I'll take care of it on a people level.
You got some bad tendencies, Ralphie, and I sympathize, because I got them too. It's my decision.
He seemed to actually take that pretty well.
I think you're ready to move on to behavior modification therapy.
Just because of what happened last time? I asked you to get serious in here. And when it gets hard, you pawn me off on somebody else.
It's not the case, man.
Going to bring in some things for you to read about behavior modification therapy. Yes, we talked about behavior mod, but I told you I would discharge him, and I will.
That guy looked like trouble.
Shut up. Don't turn around.
Help! Oh!
Shut up!
Oh.
No, come on.
Get the panties
No,
off.
stop it!
What?
You fucking bitch.
Fucking disgusting.
She's almost done. We just need a few more swabs.
It's just really badly sprayed.
Please say something to Tony.
We apprehended somebody with the description out of Popeye's chicken, not far from the scene.
There's no way to describe this. It's overwhelming.
Of course.
Nah, Tony needs to get... Screw the cops. Tony needs to get wind of this.
Rossi, it's an Italian name.
Am I missing something here?
The girl said he was Puerto Rican, that's all.
It's okay, I'm gonna be all right.
I can't believe this shit. I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers.
Jason.
Okay.
Yeah, I want 5 minutes with that asshole.
Jason, this isn't helping. Your mother doesn't
Hello?
need to hear.
Hello, may I speak to Anthony Soprano, please? Is this Mrs. Soprano? A little car accident, but I'm fine.
Well, I'll tell him. You stay off of it and you take care.
Who ate the last piece of cake? Why don't you just announce it on WFAN? Go find some dust.
She said she was okay. She hurt her knee.
Her knee? Really? Stitches on the knee, eh? Never heal right. Can leave a very bad scar. Ask Joe Namath.
No thanks.
Oh, like that scene, man. It's like I watch like the Terrifier movies, and I'm okay with the blood and guts and gore, but shit like that, man, actually makes me feel sick. I pray that Tony finds out what actually happened and does something.
They call yet?
No, not yet.
Hold on, I'm gonna call them. Where's that detective's card? Hello, hi, Detective Pearsall? What?
They
Why
had
not?
to let him go.
What's going on?
So you just let him go? Are you fucking crazy?
Hit up Tony.
You people haven't heard the end of this. I'm contacting my attorney.
Did they let him go?
Somebody misplaced the evidence kit for the legal thing. I think they just have to let him skip.
That's impossible.
Sadly, it's not. Dumbass loopholes.
Give me the phone. I want to call them back. I'm sorry. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what you people did, but I can identify him. I don't know what to say. I'm stunned.
Deserted parking garages where a huge percentage of these attacks happen.
You think this is my fault?
Well, how many times did I tell you to call a security guard when you left work late?
It wasn't.
Yo, what?
When you heard that f***ing shitbag that me had an Italian name.
Well, I registered surprise. This is so misdirected.
Whole world's about your self-esteem.
So how was Ralphie? Were you over him?
He buzzed balls.
Most of the conversation was about Johnny Sack moving to Jersey and all that.
Jenny Sacramone.
She's so fat, her blood type is ragu.
She's so fat she goes camping.
The bands have to hide their food. Until he holds
What's so funny?
Nothing. We're just talking about one of the girls.
It's all over 10-10 wins. It's right there in front of you, you fucking illiterates. Turn it up.
$55 million in state and federal matching funds.
25 million, Madonna mia.
Dude, that's the cop from The Mask.
Will be alive with
shit.
condominiums, will serve to make this esplanade the destination attraction of the tri-state area.
It's definitely TV because Newark is definitely not a destination to travel to.
I'm sorry.
And kill him with these hands, Jen. And I could. And I would. But I can't.
But you know who can.
You said Satrial's at 1.
So now you know how it feels.
I know I am.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something, T. He was an asset. Pissed on the car seats, but he handled himself very good. No cowboy shit, nothing. That the life's good enough for me, but not for little Lord Pants?
Look, I promised his old man.
What? You promised him what?
I love you. You're a good boy.
Oh, Lord Pants. Whose moniker is that?
I'm not sure.
Hi. Come on in.
What's the other guy look like?
Like a scumbag piece of shit.
Oh, someone ran a stop sign on Eisenhower Parkway. I brought a couple of things for you to look at.
Pick up on the signs, man.
Maybe you came back to work too soon.
And I appreciate your concern.
An innocent person is driving along, minding their own business, and some fucking asshole comes out and smashes into him. Who said anything about that? You direct your anger where it belongs.
Anger, revenge, whatever overwhelm you.
And how do you get people to do what you want?
You tell your mother it's hers anytime she wants it.
I heard about Ralph Sopranos, that he got passed over.
You heard about what? Don't make this hard on me, Jackie. I already got one so to bust my balls.
I need $200 for November to put in my student account.
There's a hello.
Friend my ass under a blanket on my couch watching television with his shoes off with you. See you later, Jackie. Say hello to your mother.
Come into the city. We'll do sushi.
One, number 3, dressing on the side.
Holy shit. Oh, and she knows. I was saying, damn, I haven't heard that song in forever. But now she knows where to find the guy. Please send Tony. Redirect that anger.
want continuation. You give us slag and we go. What did you say?
Motherfucker! Oh! You pennies. Are you people really so callous?
She petty.
You are callous.
Get the woman's leg in a frickin' locker. You call her petty? Noodles? I know I'm bad with symbolism, guys, but the hell is this supposed to mean?
Oh my God!
Is the dog Tony? She needs to sick the dog on this prick? Oh, the macaroni because it's an Italian thing? I still don't get that part, but sick the dog.
The vending machine?
My guilt for putting myself in harm's way.
The dog, though.
I don't know. I thought he was after me. Massive shoulders, direct descendant of the dog used by the Roman armies to guard their camps. Who could I sick on that son of a bitch to tear him to shreds?
Do it.
And plead and scream for his life because the justice system is f***ed up, Elliot. There's not a certain satisfaction in knowing that I could have that asshole squashed like a bug.
What happened? I told you not to mess with those people.
I was supposed to be married at this point in my life. What?
What do you mean, what? They slapped my sister around. I'm gonna have to get payback.
When did I get like this?
You really want to know?
When Richie died.
Before that.
All this soul searching, Janice, it's always on my fucking dime.
Because I feel born again in the Lord. Give myself up utterly and totally to God. My God, this house.
You already got one.
What we do in life echoes in eternity. And honor.
Scotch and soda. As long as you're on the way to the bar.
They use a money to fix the goddamn air traffic controllers. Fighting terrorism, that's what we should do.
We're gonna have a little issue. Someone's passed up for captain. Different family head moved to town.
And I've been thinking about your behavior therapy idea. Maybe you got a point.
No.
You sure about that? What's the matter? Hey.
Go sit over there. We'll do this.
I mean, you want to say something?
No.
Damn it! Come on, Doc. I really hope she says something to Tony. I get she's trying to keep her morals and not cross over to that side of temptation, like pointing that Rottweiler at the scumbag who did that to her. But it's like, in her world, the saying is, there's a special place for assholes like this. They put them under the jail. Well, justice system failed her. Surprise, surprise. So, in Tony's world, I guess a comparable saying would be, there's a special place for this scumbag underneath a bridge somewhere, or whatever. But, yeah, that was tough to watch. There was one movie I had watched years ago, so disturbing. I think it was like The Last House on the Left or something, but it was like a group of men did that to some young girl, and she miraculously survives, but they stumbled upon like the parents' house, whatever, and I think they were going to or did the same thing to the mom, but the dad enacted revenge, and they got what was coming to them in the end. But I just remember that was like one of the most disturbing scenes I've seen in a movie. And this was up there too. That was so tough to watch. I really feel bad for the doctor and the family. Not only did that happen to her, but she was let down by the police. And, in her mind right now, she feels she has no recourse, no plan of attack. And it's like she's going to have to cross that line to send Tony after. And you know what? She should. Like, that guy does not need to be walking around anymore. No tolerance for shit like that. But hopefully she'll come around at some point and just say, yeah, it wasn't a car accident, Tony. This is what happened. And she doesn't even need to say, go take care of this guy for me. He'll just do it. If he tells her who it was and what happened, he'll just go ahead and do it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Hell, the freaking Russians that, just slapped around his sister, he's gonna, go after them just to say, well, you can't mess with a soprano, but he doesn't even like his sister. So imagine what he'll do for Melfi. Like, guys, I really, really hope Tony gets involved in this one. But for now, sadly, that's kind of left in the air. But speaking of Janice, she finally gives up the leg, and now she's going off like, I'm a changed person. I found Jesus, and we'll see how long that lasts before she's doing some Janice shit again. And you got the April kid. He's gotten a taste for the life. His father did it. Tony's trying his best to keep him out of it, but something's gonna happen. Sadly, I don't see it ending well for him, and I think that might just tack on a whole another level of guilt for Tony. I could be wrong, but so far that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, what they're building up to. But we'll see what happens with that. Then you got the Woosa captain, passed up for captain. And he was just talking to the other head family member who just moved to town, and neither of which Tony liked. So, can definitely see a conflict arising from that, but still early on. I have to see how that plays out. Then freaking Tony had the conversation with Christopher down in the basement, and I thought they could only listen in for 45 seconds, assuming nothing incriminating was said. I don't recall them saying anything that would enable the feds to be able to listen in longer, but regardless, nothing incriminating was said that would get him in trouble, so that's good at least. But as soon as I saw those AC units, I was like, uh-oh. But, overall, it was a good episode. It made me really angry, sick to my stomach for a lot of it. But, oh man. Again, hopefully that scumbag gets what's coming to him, and I want to see some brutal shit if it does. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, I'd appreciate it if you could leave it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you all soon.